when God was looking for somebody that would deliver the children of Israel, I believe that Moses should, that God will remember. If you are the one, will you choose a murderer? Eh? Ah, you will remember that one, a murderer. If God was looking for somebody that will preach the gospel with power and write so many books in the New Testament, he was supposed. Very, very many years ago, and those were just recovering from the evil of Babangida. She said, if God forgive Babangida today, she will backslide. To tell you how much, and it is true. But people like that, we have been saying that God will save him, have you? If he's going to save somebody today, look, and you go and take Shekau. You know Shekau? Who is Shekau? The father of a terrorist. If God is looking for somebody that would preach the gospel, or if you are the one, will you say God should pick him? Answer now. No, how can God pick a cow? Let him die. I'm sure that if you hear that somebody dies today, we do what? We jubilate. So, but sometimes that you now look for that man and it will change. If I mention some armed robbers in Nigeria today who have changed, many of us we may not know them. They have taken the life of old men, young men, babies. They have taken babies alive to Babalawo and pound them in their presence. And before they will pound them, kill the baby and pour the blood of that baby on their bodies. And pound it and use the flesh of the baby to make juju for them. But one day, want to save them. And they are not preaching the gospel. Is that not love? Is not love? That's what God does for us. There's no reason. If you say, why would God such an armed robber? You can't find any reason. And that's what he did for us. If you have known Christ, that's what God does for you, or that he has done. And he's still in. Without sin. Love without reason. And when he takes you, he makes so much out of your life. Love, the love of God makes so much out of your life. That is God's love. And when Jesus was querying Peter on the sea, the first time he asked him, Peter, do you love me? Peter, do you love me? Bible scholars tells us, if you look at the Greek word, the first one he used was, the two was, Peter, do you agape me? You agape me and say, Jesus, you know now. Jesus Christ has the second time. Peter, do you love me? Jesus, So the third time, when Jesus asked him, he now used filio. And why he did that? The meaning is that, Peter, are you in front of me? And when Jesus asked the third time, Peter became angry. But why was he angry? If he had lost, will he leave the upper room, take 7 disciples, and go and fish? And that's what I was now telling him, feed my sheep. Feed my sheep. He didn't have that. That love is not yet deep-seated inside of him. So Peter became angry. So, if you want to say what, I hope it be, the love of God this is a theological definition of all our being. All right? The love of God is the perfection of affection God has, which moves him to give himself to his creatures. He gives himself, he gives life, he gives protection, he gives you admission, he gives you everything. So God is just moved and gives you love. And give you love.